I'm starting the recording now.
Susan Love, it's a beautiful day.
Thank you, Susan.
That was what I was supposed to say. I forgot already.
That was it. That was it.
It's a beautiful day.
Thank you. So Tom is already the first one here. He said somebody in the family is having trouble. They're either getting thinner, or they're not eating enough, or they're not eating the appropriate foods. They're not nourishing themselves. I feel that there's a band of love, though, around the whole family, that there isn't anybody really struggling anymore. I guess there was some struggle early on over the winter, like we all have been struggling, but he's saying no. He said that band of love that's held you all together, and we should all note that Susan's last name is Love, is that held you all together is still intact. He's saying, don't worry. He said, you think someone might have floated away from the circle, floated away from the band of love. He says he wants you to stop worrying about that. If someone does float away, they will always come back to you. Or if someone floats away, it is always for their higher self and not for yours. Do you understand that, Susan? Yes, no, or maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe is it okay to say? Because it just makes me work a little bit harder. Let me go back to the beginning where he said someone in the family is either losing weight or not nourishing themselves with food correctly. Would that make sense to you? Yes or no?
No.
So would you think it's an extended family? Maybe go outside to your extended family?
Or maybe Sarah, she's not feeling well.
Okay, I can go with that, but is that causing her to not eat correctly or not eat enough? And would she be losing weight? Yes or no?
Not sure.
I feel this person is losing weight. So let's think of that. Maybe he's saying it's coming up. Okay, because we all know that there's no time in spirit. And when spirit comes through to give you a message, if it doesn't resonate with you, I'm 100% positive that they're saying what they're saying, but it could also mean that it's coming up for you. Does that make sense, Susan?
Yes.
Thank you. So this band of love that he's putting around the whole family, he's saying it's a good band, to don't worry if someone breaks the band for a bit. Is that making sense to you?
Yes.
Yes. He's saying how proud he is of you. He's saying, yeah, shit, I know. It hasn't been easy. He's saying he kisses you every night.
Oh.
He's saying he also tucks in the blanket up at your neck. He says, stop pushing it off. I just keep on tucking it in and you just keep pushing it off. And then your mom comes through real quick. She says, I always want to let Tom come through first. I would never be the first one to come through. She said, who do you think made the plant flourish, made the plant bloom? Who do you think is taking care of all of your plants in and outside of your house? Who do you think is the one that shines light on your house? She's obviously claiming credit for everything, your mother. She says, please don't ever worry again, period. Please don't ever worry again, period. Are you hearing your mother when she says that?
Yes.
Thank you, Susan. And thank you for playing our game today. Do you have any one question about what we talked about?
I guess just my question is Sarah okay?
I see it's going to make her weaker. She's going to get weaker, but that's not a bad thing. Weaker means it's healing. Weaker means whatever's happening is coming through her. It's kind of like, what do they call it? A toxin healing, some sort of, as the toxins come out, they make it weaker. They make you weaker. So just make sure Spirit's saying, look, she gets enough liquid. She gets the correct nourishment. If she's the one that Spirit was talking about, just make sure she's eating healthy and not the crap food. Do you understand?
Yes.
Not the crap food, not the junk food, more healthier foods. Thank you for joining today. Appreciate it.
Love you.
Love you too, hon. So it would be great if everybody stays on throughout the rest of the reading. The vibration just keeps, unless you absolutely have to go somewhere. All right, Jolene's going to pick our next player.
Jeannie.
Jeannie, go ahead and unmute yourself. Where'd you go? Jeannie, did she disappear?
It looks like she left.
Was she the one who was in the car?
Yeah.
Jeannie was in the car. Oh, darn it. Well, if she comes back to the waiting room, Jolene, will you let her in?
Okay.
She tried to get in last time and couldn't get in either. I hope she was not driving while she was listening. Okay, pick a next one, Joe.
Tanya.
Tanya, you're next. Unmute yourself.
I think I got it.
Okay, you did get it. You're not driving, are you, Tanya?
I'm not.
Thank you, dear.
Taking a break from a drive, though.
Good. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, Tanya. If you would state your full name and the phrase, "It's a beautiful day."
Tanya Napierowski, it's a beautiful day.
Thank you, Tanya. Your son's coming through first. He's waving his finger at you in a sign of reprimand. He's saying, look, I've told you this once and I'll tell you it again. If you keep worrying about it, it's just going to come to fruition. If you keep worrying about it, it's just going to come to fruition. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
Worry begets worry. He says the dark places that surround you are actually not dark. They're just worry places. Worry places builds and builds and builds and creates the space that doesn't have any space for anything else to enter. Do you understand that, Tanya?
yes,
I see him opening up a nice pathway for you, a nice roadway for you. I don't know where you're going, and it could mean he's just opening this path. I'm asking. He's saying he's cold lately. Has it gotten really cold? Are you really cold lately? Has it really, like, the temperature dropped like recently? Like quick?
yes,
Yes. He's saying there's nothing that doesn't keep him from her. Nothing. There's nothing that doesn't keep him from her. Do you understand?
yeah,
Yes. He says she knows it, he knows it, and those are the only people that matter. Do you understand?
yes,
You don't matter, and no one else in her world matters when it comes to her communication and his communication with her together. Do you understand that?
yes,
So if there's worry there, I guess that's why he was doing that, to please stop that worry. Nothing, he's saying, is going to change that dynamic. Nothing. He's pretty adamant. Nothing. I've been seeing his name a lot lately. He says he knows you understand him. He's just saying, why won't you stop? I don't know what that means. Do you understand what he's saying? Yes or no, Tanya?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, maybe it's okay. He's obviously doesn't want to tell me, and that's okay. He's also watching out for your mom. Not that there's health or anything going on for her, but I see him watching over her. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. He needs to help her with her back. Is she having back challenges right now?
yeah, she has
Yeah.
been.
Yep. I feel she has to get off her feet eventually. He's saying, eventually she just has to stop what she's doing, and that's all there is to it. And I know.
6 more weeks.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, that's good. He says she'll last till then. And I'm loving that. Donna speaking. I'm glad that she has made that decision. I did not know that. Okay. Any questions for Parker?
A million and one questions, but
Just one, hon. I know there's a million. Just one.
I don't know. There's so many. Just that I love him. Just that I love him.
He knows that. He knows that, and he knows you keep talking to him. So I would go back and listen to this again and watch for that first line. Stop worrying, and there's nothing that's going to stop the communication between him and his daughter. Do you understand?
Yes.
Nothing. And you need to let go of that worry and let go of all that worry that you're placing around you, which doesn't allow for anything else to enter.
Okay.
Any person, anything, or any other emotion. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Tanya, for joining today. Good luck on
Yep.
your drive.
Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome, hon. Okay, let me take a breath. All right. Jolene, pick the next player for our game.
Ayana.
Ayana, if you would unmute yourself. Great, thank you. I have never seen your name before, so I'm assuming you've never had a reading before from me. Is that correct?
No, I have.
You have. Sorry, I read a lot of people. Okay, so you know how I work. All right, I'm going to ask you and I just to close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. And would you state your full name and the phrase, "It's a beautiful day," please?
Ayana Francis McDonald. It's a beautiful day.
Thank you, dear. I'm feeling this tremendous opening that you've just created that has allowed spirit to hug you. This tremendous opening that you have created that has allowed spirit to hug you. Because I felt this, I become you. I felt this big, a bunch of arms just wrapping around me and pulling me in and hugging me. Does that make sense to you? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. They're also saying, is this holiday coming up like a big special event for something? They're saying holiday. Is the holiday coming up a big special event? Yes. Is it like, do you go like overboard?
No.
Something's going overboard. Somebody's going overboard because it's a big event. I just keep seeing this big event with a lot of like stuff being thrown at me. Whoever this entity is,
Okay.
I feel like it's a universal type entity. It's not just one thing or one person or one guide. It's this universal type knowing that encompasses you. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Yeah. So that would, Donna, that would make me feel like, wow, I'm getting some real cool shit coming out of my mouth lately. I'm really getting some good knowing coming out of my mouth lately. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes. So just know that you shouldn't think you are in the unknowing.
Okay.
That you've created space to allow for the knowing. And this is something you've always known. Don't even get me started on the known and the unknown. But you've already made space for the knowing to enter. And the way you make space for the knowing to enter is accept the unknown.
Okay.
And you've done that. You've accepted, oh, I just don't understand. So whatever, I just don't understand. I'll wait till I do. And every time you say that, this is for everybody. Every time you say, I accept this, I don't understand it, but I accept it, that's cool. You allow space for the knowing to come in. And sometimes that knowing is a thing or an event or a person or an emotion that you would have never thought.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yes. Your mother, is she in the non-physical world or the physical world?
Non-physical.
Non-physical world. She's stepping forward.
Okay.
There's some sort of thing that she's like aiming at you and saying, boom, you got it. Yes, you got it. Yes, you understood it. Like she's pointing at you and whatever it was, a dart, an arrow. She's just saying, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you stepped right into it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes, good. She's over here on this side, so I can only assume she was the sort of person, she feels that way to me. She's the sort of person that when she stepped into the room, everybody listened. When she stepped into the room, she had something to say. Does that make sense? Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, she is now. Let's just say that. She is now. She's showing that she can really step in. So she's saying, look, I can step in when you need me. Don't hesitate to ask the question. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yep, and you'll get the answer. Thank you so much for playing with us, Ayana. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you showing up. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Appreciate it. Full breath in, full breath out, everybody. Jolene, go.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, please unmute yourself. She's getting comfortable with the unmute button. Yes. Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Is this my first time reading you?
I've been on Facebook a couple times.
Oh, good.
But, Jeannie is actually my sister, and
What happened?
she sent me a text and said she accidentally logged off. So I don't know if she'll be able to get back on or not.
Can you send her a text and tell her she can log back on, and my sister will let her in?
Yeah. I don't know.
'Cause she did this
I'm new to
twice.
the Zoom thing. Can I do? I don't know. Can I do that while I'm zooming?
You don't have a phone?
I am on my phone.
Oh, was that a dog or a cat?
This is my
Um,
cat.
I love a cat center. Let me see if I can hear. If she's on Instagram, she's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Log on again. I don't know. This happened to her last time.
Yeah. She said she couldn't get in
Well, she
yesterday.
did
Maybe.
get in the other time, and then she logged off. So the same thing happened again. Okay, so Jolene's on it. I just sent her a message, hopefully.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so Jennifer, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, take a full breath in, and state your full name for me and the phrase, "It's a beautiful day."
Jennifer Saunders. It's a beautiful day.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Jennifer, your mother, is she in the non-physical world or the physical world?
Non-physical.
She's in the non-physical world. She's stepping in very proudly also, like right down the center of me, saying, like, I'm here, notice me. And I'm like, I can't help but notice you. You came right in through me and right in the front. So either she was like that in real life, in the physical world, or she's just like that now. What would you say? Was she like that in this world, and when she was in the physical plane? Did she like, I'll just step right in and let me help you. I'll just step right in and here's what I have to say. Thank you. A very vibrant woman, right? I mean, very like open woman. Like I feel like I could sit down and have a conversation with her for an hour. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Thank you. She's saying, I love being in with your conversations. I love being with you during your conversations. She's saying you have the most fabulous conversations with everybody, friends, family, random people on the street, in the grocery store. Does that make sense to you? Yes or no, Jennifer?
Yeah, I guess so.
And conversations to Donna could be just one-liners. You know, when you go past somebody in the grocery store and you're like, oh, I really love that. Hey, did you see that food down there? That's really good. Let me tell you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just spitting out some little nugget for everybody else. She says, I'm always with you. She says, but don't shut your mouth, open your mouth. So if you are walking past someone, or if you say, ooh, I wonder if I should say something. She's saying, say it, say it. I'm going to be right with you. Do you understand? Are you hesitant when it comes to speaking your mind?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. So in those times of sometimes.
Sorry.
It's okay. Please know that your mom is always with you. Please know that your mom is always with you. Do you understand? When you're hesitant. Got it?
Yes.
And that's what cats do when spirit's in the room. She says, I'm happy for you. Did something just happen, or you're expecting something to happen? Like she's not a congratulations, but I'm happy for you. I'm happy that happened. Do you understand? There might be something coming up that's going to happen where you're like, oh, good,
maybe.
yay. And then she says, oh, yay, look at you. I'm happy for you. Do you understand?
Okay, yeah.
Your father, is he in the non-physical world or the physical world?
Physical world.
So he's been though maybe standoffish, but yet he's with me, but he feels a little bit more standoffish. Would that make sense to you if I compare the two of them? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. He's saying it's not that I don't support her. It's just really difficult sometimes for me to say things. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. So for everybody that doesn't know how I read, I also bring through souls of the physical world, coming through as their higher self. But he's a smooth character. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He's a smooth character. Like I saw Jim Carrey. What was he in The Mask? When he was that smooth character. Okay. Any questions about what we talked about, Jennifer?
No,
Good.
I'm good.
Glad that Mom and Dad came through for you. Thank you so much for being here today, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you very
Appreciate it.
much.
Jolene, you're checking the waiting room just to make sure she's not here, right? So, Jennifer, you should be able to still text while you're on your phone.
Can I? Okay.
Yes. To go right to the text.
Jennifer,
Okay.
may I ask though, would
Yeah.
Jeannie be coming through as anybody named David?
No, I don't think so.
Thanks.
I'll try to get in touch with her. Thank you.
Text her. You can still text her.
Thanks.
Okay, let me take a deep breath in and out. Go ahead, Jolene. Next person.
Michelle.
Michelle, unmuting yourself.
Okay,
There
hi.
you are. Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Thanks for coming in. Okay, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, take a breath. State your full name and the phrase, it's a beautiful day.
Michelle Werner. It's a beautiful day.
Thanks, Michelle. Michelle, have you been having a lot of tension in your jaw? A lot of, I wouldn't call it TMJ, but I would call it tension in your jaw. Do you understand? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I feel there's some tension being built in this area for you. So I would watch
In
that
my
going.
shoulders and my neck.
I'll go with that. But see, this is where it starts.
Ah.
So massage here helps, and that will goes down. But I say that is definitely going to get worse for you if you don't take care of it, Spirit saying. Do you understand?
Yes.
Your mother, is she in the non-physical world or the physical world?
Physical.
Physical world. So she's coming through also again, right through me, but in front of me. But I also feel that she's having trouble talking to me, which should be someone that might have trouble saying things or saying how she feels. Does that make sense to you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So know that when I bring someone through in the physical world, that this might help them if their higher self actually does come through for a little bit. It says that they're open to receive this. So that's a good thing. Did I just get darker?
Good.
There, better. But she's a lover. Yeah, she's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lover. She's not a fighter. She's telling me, look, I can only do so much. I don't want to be a burden, she's saying. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm telling her thank you. I'm telling her if you just speak and say that, whoever you appear to be a burden to might say, hey, but I'd like you to help me. Does that make sense? Is it okay if I say that
Yes.
to her? Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Does she have a pet with her?
Yes.
Yes. Very close to this pet though. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Like she'll speak more to this pet than she would to other people. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
I also feel when she holds up in her room, she holds up in her room. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. I'm asking her what else she wants us to know. I feel she's healthy though. I feel like she wants to go run a marathon, but she's like, oh, I know I can't. But if I could, I would. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions based on what your mom just told you? So
No, I can't. Go ahead.
you know now what she struggles with.
Yes.
So whether it was something that you thought, but now you actually know because you just got that affirmation from spirit. So you can
Correct.
help her with that. You can pull her out of that shell. And if she's the one that she's saying she doesn't want to be a burden to you, you could say to her,
Right.
good mom, come on. What do you think we could do? Tell me. Get her to come out of that shell.
Cool.
I'm okay that she holds up in the room because she usually watches something good on TV. I'm okay with that. She's not like lowering her vibration by doing that. So that's a good thing. Let me ask about you real quick right now. I'm hearing from spirit that you started shoveling the shit a bit ago and there's still a lot more to shovel. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's not as deep, but there's still a little bit more to shovel. Okay. Spirit saying, you have Archangel Michael beside you. I don't know if he's come through before, but he's here saying, don't worry, I'll help you lift the shovel.
Yay.
He said, I'm not going to help you shovel. I'm just going to help you lift the shovel.
Okay.
Don't see him shoveling for you, but I
Right.
see him lifting the shovel like, here, let me hand it to you. Now's the time to start shoveling. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining in today.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Okay, so you see how this works, right? I never anticipate anybody to come through, but I had an intention today that I wanted to bring through loved ones. So they're starting to come through, and that's a good thing. Jolene, go.
Robin.
And go. Robin, you're next. Hey, Robin, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. Have I ever done a reading for you before?
Just once.
Okay, but you understand how this works. Good.
Yes.
Okay. Jennifer, were you able to get a hold of your sister?
She was going on to a friend's house. She was not driving when she was on with you, but
Okay, good.
she was on her way. So she unfortunately can't log it back on today,
That's
but she'll
okay.
try to another event. But
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
And
All
she's
right.
sorry.
Thank you. That's okay. That's okay. I feel bad. Okay, Robin, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Take a full breath. State your full name and the phrase, it's a beautiful day.
Robin, Michelle, Dennis, it's a beautiful day.
Thank you. Robin, do you have a brother? One brother?
No.
Is there, I'm not sure if this is a past life. Do you know if your mom either lost a child, miscarried a child, had an abortion? Do you know that?
Yes, she
Yes.
has had,
Okay. Don't.
yes.
So I have a brother here for you. That's
Mhm.
cool. I would consider that a loved one, wouldn't you?
Yes.
So your brother is here. So I don't know the years of when this would have happened to her, but I feel that the brother is not much younger than you, like along the same age as you. But he's calling himself your younger brother. So I'm not sure. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. This is cool. He's growing up with you, right? He doesn't come through as a baby. He's grown up with you, along with you. So as you age, he will age with you too. If we ever do another reading and he comes through again, he will be your age. He's saying, I've gotten very picky with what I need to tell you. He said, but now he knows, you know that he's there. He's saying, I need to tell you a lot of things. I'm like, okay, we only have a few moments here.
Okay.
So he's calling himself Ross. I don't know if Ross means anything to you. Sometimes it does, but his name is Ross. I'm sorry, he's calling himself Ross. So you'll use that when you call on him. Are you doing some sort of writing of some sort, whether it's journal, a book, or something to that effect? Yes or no?
Sometimes.
Is that something that you want to do?
Yes.
Yes. And so he's saying, okay, now you see I have something to tell you, and this is what he's going to help you with. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
He likes that he wants you to use like a utensil, not a computer. He wants you to use pen and paper right now. He doesn't say that that's going to change, but right now he likes it because he likes to come through for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
He said, stop worrying that you can't find any peace in your life. Do you worry about that? Like time alone, time that nobody bothers you. He's saying, stop worrying that you can't find any peace because peace is always around you. Do you understand?
Yes.
He says, you have to create it. And sometimes you create it by just going for a drive in your car. He said, and that's okay. He says, I'm always going to be with you. I am now stepping in to be many things for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. Not just a guide, not just a brother, not just a soul family, part of your soul family, but I'm going to mean more than you can imagine to you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. So we don't know where this is going, but I would say it's going to go pretty far. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions for Ross?
Can he help me? Is there a particular area of my life that he's going to serve me, or is it just in general everything?
I hear that. He likes your imagination. He wants your imagination to come to fruition. Do you understand?
Yes.
So he's going to help get in your head now and push that stuff out. Do you understand?
Yes.
I keep seeing the character Ross on Friends. And you know how he just like would just be so lanky and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to talk about this. And now we're going to talk about this, but also awkward. Do you understand?
Yes.
Like that's who Ross is. Why are you laughing? Is that a character that you enjoy also?
Well, no, I just, because when you said Ross in the beginning, that's who I thought of was Ross on Friends.
Okay. So you see how this works. Okay, so we talked about imagination. So he wants your imagination to come to fruition. He says he's going to send a lot of colors. He's like the colorful rainbow to you. So he says, maybe find something that's a rainbow. He says he wants you to have a rainbow. Wear a rainbow. Put it on your computer rainbow. Put it in your car rainbow. Do you already have a rainbow somewhere? Hanging in your car, hanging somewhere. Is there a rainbow?
No.
No. Okay. So one's going to present itself to you. Do you understand? And if you see it in a store, he's going to be the one guiding you to it. You got it?
Yes.
And what are you going to do when you see it in the store?
I'm going to buy it.
There you go. I love it. Thank you so much for playing our game, Robin. Take care of yourself. Okay. Let me take a breath. Oh, that was fun. Ross got me hot. I didn't mean it in that way. The minute just got sweaty. That was funny. Laugh at myself because nobody's muted. Everybody's muted. No one's laughing. I saw Susan laughing. Thank you. Jolene, go ahead.
Mina remains.
Mina. Okay, Mina, unmute yourself.
Hi, Donna.
How are you today?
Thanks, Jolene. Thank you. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, so your son is here. He was under the age of 10 when he passed. Is that correct?
No, he was.
Okay, don't tell me. So if he's showing himself under the age of 10, that would mean under the age of 10, he had some of the best days of his life. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes. So he's still in that mode, in that under 10 mode. Do you understand? There's no part of him that suffers. Do you understand?
Yes.
No part of him that suffers. He says there is an imbalance in you right now that he would like to help you balance. Do you understand? So this balance is about one side of you accepting and the other side of you not accepting, but the other side of you just hasn't decided yet. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So one part of you accepting, I would guess, everything that I'm talking about, everything that we talk about, you've been in many classes and stuff. And then that other side of you that still is undecided.
Yes.
He's going to help you with that. He's going to help remove the clouds from your vision. Do you understand? He's going to help you regurgitate all the shit that you've swallowed, like in the years, that has caused you to stay stuck. Do you understand that?
Yes.
He's going to help you get all that out so that there is more space for him to enter. Do you understand? For him to speak, for you to hear him. You got it?
Yes.
He's saying, did you just buy a pair of shoes, or did you buy a pair of shoes for him before he crossed? What's the shoes?
Yeah, I just got 2 months before.
A new pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying,
For
I like the
myself.
shoes. I like the shoes. He said, I'm glad you splurged. I like the shoes. But either they appear really different or they're bigger than you ever thought you'd wear?
Yes.
Yeah?
I increased my size. Half a size.
I don't know how that
Because
happens.
no shoes fits me.
I'm going down in size as I age, and Mina's going up in size as she ages. He's acknowledging that. So you know he was with you when you bought those shoes. He saw all of it. I love it. This is hot too. It's getting hot in here. Hang on. He says, will you allow for the peace that I am right now? Will you allow? Will you admit? Will you allow me to tell you I am totally at peace? He feels very commanding too, like he's commanding my attention. Do you understand? And I feel he got that when he crossed. That wasn't something that happened. He got that when he crossed. He understood that. He understood that he had to command his soul when he crossed over. Do you understand?
Yes.
He said, I love what everybody has done for me. I don't know if people have created things for him, or, pages, altars. I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot of things that people have created for him. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So he loves everything that everybody has created. He says, please tell everybody, and this will probably take you a long time to tell everybody because there's so many people you need to tell, but please tell everybody that I love what they've done for me. Okay?
Oh, yes.
Please
Sure.
let them all know. Please let them all know. Please let them all know. He's saying, I'm not going to take questions from you because I really want you to begin to understand I am always answering them. Always.
That's what I wanted to ask.
You see? That's a wonderful thing.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Mina, thank you so much for
much.
joining today. I'm so glad that
Thank
he
you.
finally got the opportunity after all these times to come through and speak.
Oh, love it.
Thank you. Thank you, dear, for playing with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Jolene, was that everybody? That was 45 minutes on the nose, people. On the nose. How much do you love Donna? Yes, Spirit, thank you. Okay, so that's how this goes. That's what happens. Oh, how cute, Robin. What's his name?
Dixie.
Dixie, everybody bring their pets now into the camera. Susan, where's Cole? Coley, kitties. Oh, she's coming in her car, Tanya. He's like, where are we here yet? Are we here yet? The car stopped. Where are we? Oh, there's Coley. Coley was my best friend. I lived with Susan for a while, and Coley just couldn't get enough of me. We can unmute everybody. Thank you. Coley, look, Coley just got a trim. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Does anybody have any questions about anything?